Ladies and gentlemen, men and women, boys and girls, welcome to the most must-watch Best Way TV. My name is Vatican Kayembe, and this is
Power Talk Show.
Power Talk Show. I am surrounded with beautiful people. I always say this. We are doing this show. We are not talking about things from extra earth. No, it's the things that we see, we touch, we can check it, we can move it, or just in general, let me say it this way. So, the topic that we're going to talk about today is a topic that we left after last week. After last week we did is marriage based on sex. That was a question. So, before I go any further, our number is on your screen. You can call it if you have anything that you want to contribute. This show is your show, it's our show. So we want to empower each other while we are doing this. So I am surrounded with beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people around me. And then on my right hand side, Sister
Zioma, here you go.
Sister Ozioma Erigo. Yeah, I said it right, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Adeline Magarite.
Adeline Magarite. This sister here, she's new. What's your name, sister, again?
I'm Sister Lila. Lila Ndonzia.
Sister Lila. Can you say it?
Ndonzia.
Ndonzia.
Perfect.
Perfect. You're doing well. Adeline, what's my name?
Vatican.
And my second name?
Kayembe.
You should I know how you're struggling with second names. You're just helping her. Thank you very much. You can see. Now, the question is marriage based on sex? That's a question. So, we talked about this in our last episode. We talked about this, and then you came up with different ideas, but Sister Lila wasn't there in our first show. So, the question is, I think we've got someone who wants to intervene already.
Go ahead.
Hello? Hello? Lost them. That's fine. Maybe they will call back again. Now, Sister Lila, the question is, since you were not there last time,
Yes.
and then I think you watched the show, you saw what other people they've said, Sister Jose said, Adeline said. By the way, I was about to forget, Agnes is not here today because of, something came up. So that's why today we have Sister Lila, and then get used to it because we always have different people, but you always have regular people here, like Sister Jose, like Adeline, and Sister Lila as well. So the question is, Sister Lila, what do you think? Does marriage based is marriage based on sex?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, for me. And I'll maybe add on that statement saying that marriage is based on love,
Okay.
and sex is part of love.
So, if sex is part of love, so no sex, no love.
Yes. You don't do sex with anybody. You do sex with someone that you love. You don't give your body. You don't share it with anyone else. You should love the person, and then it will come a point that you reach that time of doing it.
Okay.
So you cannot say that I love this person. Yes, it's true that we have different type of love. We love brothers and sisters. We love our parents. We love the family. We love friends. But when it comes to relationship, someone that is your husband or wife is another type of love, and that type of love implies that you do sex with the person because you are in a relationship or you are married to the person.
But you love someone, you fall in love, and for example, we come from a culture where you don't do anything before marriage,
Yes.
but you are already in love.
Yes.
Is that because you
are
have
already in love because you are attracted to maybe is a lot of factors to take in consideration because we are talking about sex.
Yeah.
Because when you find a partner,
Yeah.
it's not you just don't base your choice on just sex. There is a lot of factors, but today we are focusing on sex. So when you have the person, although that we have different culture that are religious people that don't do it before marriage, by yourself you already know that when I get married, that thing will come.
Okay.
Yes, and then when the men they always use the sight. That's the natural thing. Men like attractive thing.
Yeah.
When
Attractive women.
Women, yes. And for us women, we like listening.
Okay.
When you're telling me you're beautiful, I love you. That's what women like. We like listening good words.
Okay.
And men, they are more. Is the sight.
The sight. So
when they are in face of someone that is attractive, nice body, good, nice face, nice hair, they get the attraction comes,
which will lead to sex.
And at the end, it's gonna be sex. What do you want me to say? It's gonna be that.
Okay.
It's a fact.
Yeah. Okay.
So for me, sex is a major
disagree
thing.
with that, sister.
Yes, but I'm just giving my opinion.
Yep, that's good. I respect
So
your opinion.
sex is very important in marriage.
It's
very important.
We cannot deny it, but the question
No,
is it a pillar? Is it
it's a pillar.
It's
For
a
me,
different
it's a
thing,
pillar.
yeah. Now we're
It's
asking,
a
want to
pillar.
know the difference because
Okay.
the word important and the word basis are not the same thing. You know, we also said we disagree that sex is not the basis of marriage, but however, sex is important. So let me now come in here. If you, like you said, that you know, like we coming from a place that
Religious,
respected culture a lot. And then you get to know somebody and you don't have sex with the person, you marry that person. And then when you now marry the person and then go into sex later, find out that the person is not performing, are you going to quit the marriage because of that?
No.
Then how do you
will
handle
not quit the marriage, but you're gonna, because you already make your commitment to the person, you and the person need to work on it. Yes,
But
because
do you
you
think,
can seek for help.
Since it's the pillar, do you think
Yes,
that marriage
it's the pillar
have,
because this is what will
a
keep
good
you
chance?
going as a couple. Can you tell me what couple who don't do sex?
Okay, if you now
They
work on
are
it,
not.
if you now work on it and along the line something happens, that made that person unable to have sex, are you still going to quit the marriage?
It depends of the person. If you really like the person, then you don't have choice
Then it's not
to
the
live
basis.
like that.
Then it's not the basis.
No.
You've answered
no.
it.
It's still the basis because
No, you've
these are
answered it.
the fact that the point that you made is not like a general one. These are
It's a particular
exception case,
I
but
don't-
we are
I don't
talking
agree.
in general.
I don't agree.
Well, okay, that's fine, but me, I know that for a marriage, a couple to work, sex play an important role. Because even men love sex. They like sex.
We are not disputing.
We cannot deny that. And as a woman, you need to know that. Because it's about like satisfying your partner. The man will know what the woman wants, and the woman also need to know what the men like.
Okay,
No,
let me
that's
come.
not a woman's job to please the man.
Huh?
I have to disagree with that.
Obviously,
it's
it's the
both
woman.
sides.
It's both
Man
sides.
and a woman
Both
to
sides.
have
It's about
satisfaction together.
Yeah, satisfaction. From my side, I need to satisfy my husband. There are a lot of stuff in marriage, but because we are talking about sex, it's important because they like that and they like it. We need to do it in a good way that after that the man is satisfied and yourself you're satisfied as well. So it's for
When
all of us.
when you're saying that men like sex, that means you're like, it's a stereotyping thing. You don't think
No,
about the
it's
women.
not a stereotype.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Because if you ask Vatican, I know
Vatican
it's
is a person.
personal.
It's just one
But I'm
person.
telling you, let's just take
Just an individual.
Take this microphone, go to the road on the street, start asking men if you find those ones that are honest, that they are not hypocrites. They will tell you what
It's
I'm
not about
telling you.
honesty, my
And
sister.
I
Opinions
always
differs.
talk. I've got a lot of men friends like men that I talk with. And they always say that they like it.
Yeah,
So it's nothing. We cannot deny that.
There is some people that they say, just to add, some people they say that men need sex. So
Yes.
let's go back to Sister Jose. Sister Jose, yes, you disagree with her. You think marriage, sex is important, but sex does not sustain marriage.
Yeah.
Sex is just like another ingredient. Without that ingredient, the food will still be there.
Yeah.
So last time you talked about this. Bring something new today, as we have someone who is trying to contest what you actually believe in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The pillar, we are talking about basis.
Yeah.
And I'll bring another word. I'll rephrase it today, saying pillar. You know, so we can understand what we mean.
Yeah.
Because when we're talking, we'll talk about, you know, like
Just without it.
Sister Nina said that. Leela, sorry.
Oh.
Sister Leela, Leela said that I'm not too good with names, but I'll try. Sorry.
That's why I ask questions about names here.
I'm not too good with names, but
Right,
I
okay.
will try.
Go
Sister
ahead.
Leela said that, you know, that sex for her is the basis and love is the basis. Two things cannot be the basis at the same time. It must have to be one. I would say sex is very, very important. I'm not going to stand here and tell you that sex is not important in marriage. It is important, but that's not the basis of marriage. We are talking about the pillar. So there is difference between important and basis. They are not the same words.
Okay, now, why do you think, I know we've discussed this now, what do you think sex is not that, it's important, but it's not the pillar?
It's not the pillar because things can happen along the line. You know, if you say that sex is the
How about if things don't happen?
if things don't happen, you know, then
Do you know that sex is also a activity that demonstrate that you really love the person?
it's just like, do you know what? You're just saying like
You are
marriage.
interested-
You're just saying that children are the basis of marriage. That's what it is to me. You know, it's just like when you say, you know, children is an extra
my sister, don't
marriage.
Don't mix children.
No,
We
let
are
me-
talking about sex.
Is
here.
they are all included because
We
without
know
sex
that
you can't have children.
in the result of doing that activity, babies can come.
Without
But
relationship,
we are talking
no.
about what.
No, we are talking about basis, and we are talking of things that are extra to marriage, which I said sex is important. Having children is an addition. Sex is an addition, but that's not the basis.
But that's
So
what,
what's
that's,
the basis?
according to her, she's saying,
The basis is love.
yeah, but
And-
she's saying this, let me rephrase it. She's saying this, yeah?
I
To
understand
her,
all what
sex
she's
is a
saying.
pillar, and to her, love without sex, it does not exist. Is that not the way you saying, my sister?
I'm saying that sex, love is the base, and sex is a result of loving someone. Then you end up having
Okay,
sex.
love is the base. Okay, then
Yes,
why we
love
argue?
is the base,
We
and
shouldn't
sex
argue.
as well.
No, because he
No,
asks
no,
you,
no, no. I'll keep to my
base?
statement.
Yeah.
It's the base. Why is it the base?
We are all in the same boat.
No, we are not.
Yeah.
Because you said
We
that
are.
it's not the
She
base.
disagreed.
You
She-
said
She
it's not the
said,
base.
you
I said-
asked, it says based on it says marriage based on sex, and she said no.
Yes.
And then if it is
No,
not,
I didn't say no.
You
From
said
the
yes.
beginning, I said
She
yes.
said yes.
if it's,
I-
the question
I said
was
yes.
thrown to her first, is marriage based on sex?
And
I
she
said
said
yes.
yes.
And she said no.
No,
Yes,
no,
she
no,
said
no,
yes.
my sister
Can I
said
tell you
yes.
something?
I
Can we
said
play
yes.
it back? She said no.
No,
And when she said no,
no,
she
no,
told
my
you.
sister,
She
I
told
know
you.
what I said,
All right, let's not
I've
go
got
there.
two
Let's not go
witnesses.
there, my sister.
Let me
Let's
finish.
carry
I
on
was
with
the
what
one
you are saying.
talking.
All right, you
Yes,
carry
I
on.
was the one talking. So why I'm saying that is base, because if we take an example like when we build the house,
Yeah.
when we make the foundation, that foundation is made by, you need to have the, how do you
Bricks.
call it, bricks. Not even to make the
Cement.
brick, what do you need? You need different components.
Yeah.
To make that
Foundation.
foundation.
To lay that foundation.
It's the same thing. Sex, love are the components. They are the pillar of marriage. I'm telling you, it's true.
Okay, fair enough.
For me.
Adeline,
That's why I'm saying
Adeline,
it's base.
Yeah.
you are just saying after I disagree,
Yes, I have to disagree, but I respect you have your own opinion as a
Yes.
woman.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, marriage is very big, long commitment.
Uh-huh.
And then again, when you mention about love, the guy needs to be to be attracted to the woman, how she looks. Again, I have to disagree with that, because when it comes to love, and then you marry to the person you want to be in a long time husband, the whole package is in there: love, respect, and loyal to the person.
Exactly.
And then sex will come.
So what do you mean?
No,
what
no,
do you mean
I
commitment?
say that. I say that.
Okay,
it's a
Sister
lot
Lila.
of factors.
Okay.
Yeah.
But because we are talking about sex,
Sex, yes,
sex is in
is
it
a
as
pillar.
well.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what she is. But the question is, when you say marriage is a commitment,
Yes.
and we are talking about is sex, is marriage based on sex? Does it mean sex also is a part of the commitment?
Yes, it's part of that, because if you don't have commitment to your husband, how are you gonna get sex?
But that means you are agreeing that if you take one part of the convention, that
It's
means
all
Yeah, the
works.
contract.
No, that's
we need to look at the contract
that's-
again, because what
that's-
terms not there anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes people, we can call that, say that those people are couple. First of all, it's because they are married. And when they are married, what do? Tell me, sisters, at home, as a
everything.
married,
Who did not say
couple.
that sex is not important in marriage? Nobody said that.
No,
that's
It's
what
not
I'm
the
saying.
basis.
it's not the
It
basis.
is
So,
not
no.
the basis, and
let
can
me
never
make
be
a
the
point.
basis from my
No,
own point
Sister
of view.
Lila. Now,
You know that the
Ozoma.
absence of sex.
Sister Ozioma, sorry,
Do you
sister,
know that-
you're gonna come in.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back to Sister Ozi, because she's still disagreeing and disagreeing and disagreeing, of course. But without sex, something could happen, and then. But you still, for you to really to live together as two people come from different families, and then with needs, because sex is a need. We're not gonna run away from that. It's a
Natural
need.
need.
Yeah, it's a natural need. So if that need is not met, and then you going around, you the way I heard you last time was like you're gonna find a way to do it, you know. So if like let's call sex in general, no matter how you're gonna do it, but see if it's not there, that means if you don't find another way of satisfying each other sexually, that means like you don't wanna live together.
You
If
just
something happened, right? Can I answer this call?
yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, brother. We are on here, Bestway TV, and we are Vatican Kayembe, Sister Ozioma, Adeline, and Sister Lila. You have something to contribute, or you have a question for one of us here?
Yeah, just to contribute to the topic, you know,
Okay.
this topic is so important. And first of all, I'd like to introduce myself.
Yeah.
My name is Serge Kasongo, calling from Motherwell.
Oh, we had you last time, isn't it?
Yes.
Thank you. Welcome back again,
Welcome back.
I sell.
I just want to say something.
Sister Lila saying hi.
Oh, hi, Sister Lila. Hi, Josie.
Hi,
And hi,
Adeline.
Hello.
Mariam.
And hi to me.
Yeah, hi, Vatican as well.
All right. Thank you.
You know, I really like the topic. It's so good and constructive. But what I wanted to say is, I don't think marriage should be sex on anything other than love. You know, it's just like if we say marriage is based on some people go into marriage because there is money or there is material. You know, there's things. But when it's based on something, when the thing will not be there anymore, like when somebody has an accident or a problem, they cannot give what make their marriage, means the marriage will be broken. But when marriage is based on love, on togetherness, on things you share common, you know, will last longer. But when it's based on just one thing, like sex as you're talking, I think that will actually dissolve, will finish one day.
Okay.
But when it's based on love, it will carry on, will continue. But love, sex, is one of the biggest elements, one of the strongest elements of marriage.
The question is right now, do you think sex is a pillar? Which means like you can have the house, you can have everything, but without that thing there, the house can collapse.
Yes, there's a greater chance for it to collapse. There's a greater chance for it to collapse. But that should not be a foundation. It should not be like the foundation. It could be a pillar, but not the foundation.
That's another word.
You know, foundation should be love, where we build even pillars. We build on the foundation, you know, which is love. But when there is no sex in marriage, there's a greater chance for it to be broken. But when there's love, because love is greater than every single thing, so can support, you know, those kind of things. I think I'm going to stop here.
Thank you. We're going to answer Papa Freddy as well. Thank you. See you later. Hello. Oh, we lost him.
Add something? Can I add something on what Saj is saying? Yeah, because I researched as well. All right, we are.
Can we ask?
Yeah.
Sorry, we have people out there watching us, so we need to answer. Hello. Hello, brother. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
You are live on the Best Way TV, and this is Power Talk Show, and we are talking about this topic is marriage based on sex. Do you have anything to contribute, or do you have a question for any one of us here?
I just want to contribute a little bit. First of all, I really like the topic. It's very, very, very capital.
Okay.
It's so good, yeah, especially for the people who are in marriage. I just want to say this. Number one, first, there are some issues I disagree with. A brother said that he's coming to say a couple of minutes right now.
Okay.
My contribution is to the sister Lila.
Sister Lila, yeah. She's right here, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That sister is speaking very well. You know, marriage, number one, is sex. Because a wife, she's not your sister. A wife is not your auntie. She's not your mother. She's your wife. So, if there's no sex in the marriage, that marriage is dead.
Thank you.
So, sex is the number one who make the marriage strong.
Okay.
You know, if there's no sex, something is not good in your marriage. Before we're talking about all the things, something like that. Best number one is sex. That's why people, a woman leave his parents and man leave his parents made together. Number one, the one who make it strong is sex. We should not forget that your husband is not your brother. Your wife is not your sister. We're together for one reason.
Yeah.
Just one reason. For the love to be strong, they need a real sex there.
Okay.
So what brother says saying is good, but sometimes it's not good. We know there's a lot of things is happening, but if the sex is not real there, that's why we've seen now women is going to teach, a man is going to teach, and then you go look something the other side because there's no something real there. So if we put everything real and then it come pure, you see the love become strong.
Okay.
That's what I can say. It's very good topic. Thanks for that sister to the first one.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank
At least
you.
I've got someone supporting me.
Thank you.
All right,
Sister
so
Ozzy, now you have a lot to explain.
Oh, yeah, you know me.
I know. Like Serge said, Serge supported the idea of Sister Lila kinda maybe 70% by saying it's a pillar.
No, I think 50.
50.
Because he was more on the...
Because he said, he agreed that it's a pillar,
Yeah,
but it's not a foundation.
He didn't say it's a pillar. He said it's not the foundation. He said it's important. That's what he said.
No, Serge said it's a pillar,
And we're
but
going
it's
to
not a
argue on that one again. But let's move on.
Yeah, I agree with you. He said
Moving
that.
He said it's a pillar, but it's not a
Moving
foundation. A foundation is something else. However, now, right. So, I'm glad today. I'm glad. It's interesting. Thank you guys. Keep on coming.
Oh, God.
Hello.
Hello.
You are live on Best Way TV, and the topic today is, first of all, this is Power Talk Show. You know, we are here to empower each other, you know. No matter what we're going to talk about here, it's about empowering each other. But the question is marriage based on sex? We are 4 people here. I'm just the hosting, you know, I'm just a host. We have Sister Ozioma, Adeline, and Sister Lila. Now, do you have a question or you have your contribution to this show?
No, I have a contribution to the show.
Thank you. You're lucky you don't have a question.
Go on, brother.
I'm very happy to when I was listening to what you are talking about right now, yeah?
Yeah.
And really, when we are talking about marriage, we should not avoid to talk about sex.
Yes.
Because, to be honest, marriage is based on sex. There is no marriage without sex. There isn't. If there is any case of, let's say, diseases, or let's say somebody's fallen sick and so on that area, we can say, no,
the wife can support some of the situation and say, okay, I will stay this way, or the husband will say, okay, I will stay this way because my wife cannot support this, or my husband cannot support this. I love him and he's not able to do it. Okay? But to be honest, marriage is based on sex. I have a life example which I want to share with you.
Yeah.
It will be just a short story, really.
Okay.
I met a lady. She was married for 18 years. She was married for 18 years, and now they have a 16 years child with the husband, and they were living a happily marriage. But when they reached 16 years of their marriage, that need of sex between the two of them really completely gone. Were gone. Or was
Fade
gone.
away.
And they didn't have sex anymore. They were like just friends, or like brothers and sisters. And they stayed for 2 years together. The wife decided to divorce the husband, and she was sharing this story to me.
That's a marriage based on sex.
She said,
That's what happened.
There was no reason for me to continue staying with you in this way. I think you will have somebody else you can share with sex with, or I will have also somebody else I will share sex with, and we will be happy together. But can we now stay separately and live the way we can live now, instead of us staying together as couple?
Okay.
So, yeah, I know it's
Mr.
one
B.
example, but there are many other examples which might appear.
Mr. B, was that agreement for both of them or just for one-sided? Is the agreement one-sided? Because you said the wife decided that she don't want.
They ended up to agree because the husband also.
Who brought it
realized
up?
That the wife brought
The
it up.
wife. Yeah, because
Yeah,
this is one-way traffic thing. Yeah. And because the man loves the woman, that's why he wants to satisfy her needs. You know, her needs is just for them to separate because he couldn't satisfy her. It's not that two of them agree that they want to. It happened. It's just the woman, because the woman got married to the man based on sex. If you got married to
it doesn't mean that you.
if you got married to the man because he has been satisfying her, because he's that is why the marriage is based on her own. So
marriage is based on sex.
Mr. B.
There are couples where you have been and see that there is no respect.
Everyone have opinion, my brother. You know, that could be your opinion, and I respect it.
Yeah, we can let our guest finish, and then we can. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, you were talking about the example. If you finish there, or if you have something else, you can contribute, so we can.
Your conclusion.
Yeah.
If you finish.
Yeah. So my conclusion is really that love is based on sex.
Your opinion.
If there is no sex,
Thank you, my brother.
That's your opinion.
Thank you.
That's your
marriage is
opinion.
based on sex. If there is no sex, there is no marriage.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We've
Thank
heard
you very much.
The
We respect
viewers-
your opinion.
the viewers
That's
have
what we
heard you.
believe on.
2 against 1.
Thank you.
Two people.
We are not doing competition,
2
sister.
against 1. 2
We
against
are not
1.
in competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, men and women, boys and girls, this is your show. We've received like 3 male. They've already called. So now we need girls. We need women.
Ladies,
we
yeah.
need ladies. Maybe they can bring up. They can come from a different angle. To contribute.
Yes.
Maybe that will support your idea.
No, I don't need anybody to support me. My opinion stand and is firm.
I'm the same.
And
I'm
we
standing
respect
up.
your opinion.
Yeah,
we
it's fine.
respect it.
Okay.
So can I carry on?
Yeah.
Like I did some research, and I read what other people said about the whole thing. So this person came from a different angle, not saying that, is talking about the same thing. If marriage is based on love or sex. And he said, I will not read all now, but I'll take it bit by bit.
Yeah.
So start from here. He said, sex is still something special and valid. Which is why I said it's important.
Yeah.
It is still better to have sex with someone you really love, not just because of the security that you could give you, that it could give you afterwards. But you could really say that you made love with someone special and not just with any person who just want to play games with you. Sometimes having casual sex makes you feel empty afterward. It makes you question if you are animal side.
But that you're talking
Excuse
for
me,
people
let me
that are
finish.
not
I haven't
married.
finished. I have not finished. I'm coming
Okay,
down.
okay.
You know, was just up for it, or if you could want to have a deeper connection with person you had casual sex with.
But
Going
before
forward,
marriage,
like, can I finish this so
No,
you can understand where I'm going?
Yeah.
If you have finished this, you understand where I'm going. You
Our
know?
viewers
Being-
been watching us.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that this person is writing this statement is talking about people that maybe they just trying
We'll
to be
come to
boyfriend,
that. If
girlfriend.
you can give me
or-
time to finish
Go
it, then
ahead.
you can come to that. He said, being in love makes you change your ways. It makes you step out of your comfort zone.
I've got another call.
Go on. Go on.
Hello,
Hello, Vatican.
hello, brother. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Okay, we are live on Baseway TV, and we are
Thank
talking.
you.
I think you're watching the show. You know what we are talking about. So,
Yes.
do you have a contribution or you have a question?
Yeah, I do have a contribution. First of all, this is an amazing topic to talk about, especially for the people that are about to enter marriage, and also the people that are already in marriage. It's seriously an amazing topic to discuss.
Yeah.
So the topic is sex.
Is marriage?
Marriage based on sex.
Yeah.
I would like to agree to an extent.
Okay.
I'd like to agree to an extent that yes, marriage is needed. Marriage is essential. Oh, sorry, sex is essential.
Okay.
In marriage is important. As a matter of fact, sex is the engine that drives the marriage. But we also need to
You've got a massive word that you just throw there. An engine.
Engine.
So sex is an engine that drives the marriage, but we also need to realize that sex is not what keeps marriage. It's not what keeps marriage together.
But remember, if you don't have an engine, you cannot drive the car.
Yeah. But remember
Forget about
also,
his words.
No, I'm just.
Don't
there
drag
are
him
cars
in.
that have an engine, but they cannot go forward.
Yeah.
You agree with me to that point before we move on?
Yes,
So
sir.
yes, so
The
sex
engine must be broken or something.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to get to is this, right? Because if you say that marriage is based on sex, because look at how many homes, statistically speaking, in the UK or in the USA, 7 out of 10 marriages will result into divorces. 7 out of 10 marriages. That is a lot. So
It's because of
when you're
cheating, you know
talking-
that.
Yeah, because of cheating, because of that, because of this. People are doing things that are breaking marriages. So what I want to say is this, that sex is needed in marriage, but is not what keeps marriage together.
Okay.
What keeps marriage together is knowledge. When you have knowledge, when you have wisdom, how to control your marriage, how to hold your marriage, how to operate in marriage, because if someone is marrying for the reason, if someone is marrying because they have a burning sensation in them that they need to help that burning sensation, or if someone is marrying because they need sex, trust me, what about the day that person will not be there, means that marriage is dead.
It's just like the way you said, if you have a car, and then the only thing that can drive that car is the engine. If everything is already there, the day that the engine is gonna be broken, that means that car won't go anywhere.
That car won't go anywhere, but it does not keep. So sex is needed in marriage, but it doesn't keep marriages. Sex does not keep marriages together, because look at the people that are divorced today. They will tell you that they have had they got engaged into sexual activities with their partners, but at the end of the day they broke up. Why? Because they lack what we're calling knowledge. Even the Bible tells us that people are perishing because of lack of knowledge, not because they did not have sex.
Thank you so much, brother George. So you mean like in your own words,
I mean,
like
I mean that
marriage is based on the knowledge.
Yeah, marriage is based. Knowledge is what we need. We need to be able to understand each other, deal with sentiment, deal with people, deal with your wife. Know how to treat people, know how to deal with short temper, know how to deal with all those things. That's the only time that marriage can last long. And then sex is important, yes, but
Is the engine. I like your word. I like the engine.
hold marriage together.
Ah.
Knowledge holds marriage together, but sex is essential in marriage.
Thank
God bless
you
sir.
very much.
Thank you so much.
That was George. Let me say this
Oh, very
to
exciting.
people that are watching us. We are not here to be dirty or just to talk about this topic just out of the blue. It's things that we see, and then we analyze, and then we come up with this topic so that way we can discuss. And through your contribution, it can help. It can also help other people that they are going through this kind of situation in their life. So that's why contradiction in ideas is good, because that can give you a bit of clarity in a situation that you're going through. So let's not be hypocrite here, because we know that problem happens, in a family. There's people that they're married, they're having sex, but they say, because I don't have enough sex, that's why I am cheating.
Yeah. There are so many factors that break marriage.
And then when
it's not only if I'm not having enough sex, it could be financial.
no, we are talking about first of all on this area, because
area.
You know what?
we don't want to.
I like
I still need to. Sorry, but sister, I still need to finish this. But you didn't give me the chance. before
finish
the-
it now. Finish
Okay,
now,
yeah.
because we are running out of time.
So when you are in love with someone, it doesn't really matter if they aren't really that good in bed. But what matter more is how they assure you that they will always be there for you whenever you need them, without asking them to stay. Just like what George is saying.
Knowledge.
Okay, see that knowledge.
Power.
See that it's a bit dangerous. You could be with someone, and then they assure you about everything, and they say, "Okay, I'm just gonna leave you with you like your brother or like your sister." But if someone come and take that place of satisfying them, because we cannot deny here sex is a need, and the need to be met. So if it's not met, someone is going to meet that need. You're going to start getting jealous, and then trouble start.
Not really.
Frustration. What I want to say, I really like that word knowledge.
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't know if I've said it in the beginning. Marriage, relationship, like couples,
Yeah.
is important that you understand what person is your partner, what type of person is your partner. Because we have different type of marriages, couples. You have those one that for them sex is very important, and you will have like another one that for one partner is important, but for another one is not important. And you have those one that they don't care about sex. So that's why when you say knowledge, I like that, because you need to know who is your partner.
Okay.
It's important as a woman. That's why I was like saying, like when you're in a relationship before getting married, you will try to study, but that stage doesn't really show exactly who is the person, because people play.
It's only when you're married.
Because they want you to marry them. But when you get married, then you start like things starting coming up.
So you need to know.
You need to know if your
partner
husband
like
or your
sex
wife
so much. Yeah.
love sex.
Yeah.
If it's the case, then you need to make sure that you satisfy your partner. Because if it's
Very important.
is what
It's
they
very-
want.
Sex is
You know
important.
what?
Always
No,
important.
I can tell you something. In my culture, where I come from, my region, my tribe,
Yeah. Where are you
When-
from again?
I'm from Congo.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So when a girl reach the level of getting married,
Yeah.
like the fiance
Uh-huh.
stage here,
Yeah.
so then in our culture, we call it like our aunties from our dads,
Yeah.
not the mom, the dad. They will go through, like they will train you.
Yeah.
It's like a traineeship, if I can say
Yeah.
it like that. They will prepare you for marriage. And the biggest thing, they will show you how to cook if you don't know how, you didn't know how to cook. They will show you how to look after the house, how to look after everything. And the most important thing, they will show you how to make love.
That's good.
I think I've got another.
That's really good, you know.
Hello,
Hello, brother, it's me again.
you are back. It's okay to come back.
I don't know if I'm allowed to participate 2 times.
Yes, you are.
Because I'm so inspired about the comments people are making there.
Yeah.
So can I?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say one thing to add with what other people have been saying there. Some of them agree, some of them I'm not agreeing. But there is one thing I just want to say about all this stuff. You know, when we're talking about sex is something important. You know, one brother says sex is the engine. That's the real life. It's true. It's the engine. And then I can say, when you go in the store and then you find a car, the engine is dead. You cannot buy that car. It's gone. Or even if you buy a car and the engine dead, so that car is
True,
finished.
my brother, true.
You see, that car is finished. So, sex is the engine that drives the marriage. So if the engine dies, the car is down. So if sex dies in the marriage is down.
Thank you, my
So,
brother.
lady, you need to understand, sex is the key. Sex is the number one thing we need to put in our mind before those coming about the help, something like that, think about, no. We really to perform. So sex is the key. It is the engine. If it's dead, nothing's gonna on. Everything is dead. Thank you, Mr. Brother. That's the what I was need to say.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah, I have to disagree because he said when you go to the car shop and then you look at the engine first before you buy the car. What if you buy the car, look at the engine is fine, and then you buy the car, bring it home, and then maybe a few months or years and the engine not. Are you going to what will you do? You throw the car away, isn't it?
Yes,
that means you keep buying car. Then
you try to repair it. If it's still not working, you throw it, you buy it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That means you'll be married 100 times.
No. It doesn't. The thing is, the point is,
in marriage,
you need to make sure
1 million times.
you need to make sure you satisfy your partner.
No, I have to disagree. Satisfying the other party. No.
You
I
You
have
gotta make sure
both. You too.
Both
Yes,
parties,
yeah.
Yes,
That's
we are
fine.
talking.
You too.
Yeah.
It's very important.
So what I
my
was
sister,
saying,
you too.
I didn't finish my
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I was talking about the preparation.
Yeah.
They'll make sure that the two biggest major thing that they need to make sure is that the woman knows how to cook and knows how to make love.
Okay. I need to answer this call.
Yes.
Quickly, I think this is our last call because of time. Hello, brother.
Oh, it's me again.
Welcome back. It's okay. Yeah.
I want to say this. You know, in marriage, we've got 2 elements which unite people.
Mm-hmm.
2 elements.
Okay.
One is a moral, a spiritual, something that we cannot touch. And one of them is physical, something that we can touch, which is our bodies.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Now, those things...
I can feel seriousness in this word. You are calm. It's coming with power.
I've got some fire. Add to this, I want to throw some fire in it.
Come on.
So, this one is spiritual, something that we can't touch, but we feel it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is physical, which is our bodies. This is where the sex comes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we marry, there must be a togetherness in spirit, in the moral, and the ideology, in the way we think. You know, we get married in spirit, we get married, we've got the same ideas. It's just like when you meet me, you ask me a question. You ask me a question, I will answer you. But when you walk a little bit further, you meet my wife, you ask her the same question, she'll give you the same answer.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we've got the same ideas. This is what we call love. You know, you see, when people love each other, they've got that kind of mentality, that ideas. They join them together. We say they're married. Now, in the physical aspect, we go the physic, where this is where sex comes, and people join again together. Now, people join together in their mind and join together in the physical. They become one. This was it. They become one. The two of them. Now, if, for instance, only people want to join in the physical aspect, but they don't join in the moral. You know, it is the spirit which leads everything, drives everything in the world. Everything, whether it is everything, every single thing we do is driven in spirit. Things we can't see, the moral, the ideas. Now, if people only join the physical aspect, that can be broken because that is not there. But if people join in the spiritual aspect of their lives, that can last longer, even if the physical thing is not there. If there is no sex, there's no money, there's nothing, they can still go. Because what they've got in spirit is greater than what they get in the moral. I'll stop here.
Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.
That's very, very powerful.
Yes.
Now, because of time,
Yes.
we can continue with this talk show maybe next time. I think also right, okay.
Yes.
I'm confused.
Carry on.
Right, okay, so maybe because of time we can do this next time, but for the calls, and this is like we're going to stop here, but I want you've heard Brother Serge, you've heard the other guest, Papa Freddy, you've heard George, you've heard Papa Bertin. So they've come in with different ideas. We want women to come out. This is an educational show. You know, we educate each other, because some people, they rush into marriage, and then things goes wrong. You are not prepared, and you act differently. You know, and some people, they are already in marriage, and then you are doing things without knowledge, as George said. Yeah. And then you are doing things wrong. Oh, I'm married because of this and that. You need to also to have knowledge. So I want you to conclude the way you think, because it's a democracy, you know. We respect each other's opinion, so that way our viewers also, they are different. Some people, they will go along with Sister Lila. Some will go with Adeline. And today I don't know. To be honest, today I don't know the position of Adeline.
I have to speak up with, I have to agree with that. Other guy would say about knowledge. Yeah, it's very important. That's why I said that earlier. Love, respect, and loyal to a couple who has been married, and that's part of a commitment. Again, sex will come. So again, knowledge. You got to know the person before you commit to that marriage, because from the start.
See, I don't want to drag this, but I'm just gonna say this to end the show. But before Sister Lila and Sister Ojoma or
a year ago
comes in. I like the way everybody, when you talk, you don't leave sex away. You are actually,
sex is important. That's part
you are bringing it, no matter how you wanna say it. But the only thing is the terminology here: pillar, foundation, knowledge, engine. So, but still, the word sex is still part of the whole thing that we are talking about. Yeah. So now I will let Sister Leila finish and then conclude and say the last word to the viewers, and then we'll go like Adeline and then Ozioma.
Yes, for me, what I can advise people, women, men, that is important to understand that sex is one of the base of marriage. Yes, it's important because this is...
You can steal one of their word, engine, pillar.
Yeah, pillar is the biggest, like, is the major ingredient. It's like, I can compare it to salt. When you cook a meal, there is no salt, you don't really enjoy it.
No, some people, they eat food without salt.
No, forget about those ones that have conditions and stuff, but normally when there is no salt, there is no la saveur, comment on dit ça? Taste. Yes. So it's important to women to know how to do it.
Okay.
Perform it well to maintain your man, because you are more talking on about on
the side of men.
Yeah, you're more on our side.
Yeah, because it's your responsibility as a wife you need to satisfy your man.
Why is that? No.
And the man as well need to satisfy
It's
you.
both.
Okay.
It's both sides.
Okay.
But I'm talking, because I'm a woman,
Yeah.
I'm talking about my responsibilities, and I'm
Yeah.
advising my sisters.
So next time we need to have a
You
man
need to know.
also.
You need. In fact, you need to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
We are living in a world where information is there.
Only
Go
for married
search.
people.
Yes, or go back to your family or aunties or friends if you don't
You
know
can
how to
open
do
a
it.
center.
Yes, yes, I can. No, yes, because it's important to make it
Yeah.
very well to satisfy your partner. Even the men, they need to satisfy women, and we need to do it, because if you don't do it, someone else will do it for you. It's a world of competition. The married woman or man, don't think that because you are married to a person this is it. No, something can happen.
You need to learn how to
If
keep
you are not
your-
delivering, you have your stuff. You see.
Sister Adlin, thank you.
I'm telling you, both man and woman deliver.
Okay.
Take responsibilities, perform, do it well.
That's how it should be.
Yes.
Both has
Yes,
to go to
both.
work, 100%.
That's
That way,
how it
to make it work and last forever. So my opinion to
Yes.
that is knowledge is very important to the long commitment. And again, if any one of you, the viewers there, agree with my own opinion, please comment. And then if any one of you wanted to continue in our subject topic,
Yeah.
next week we'll be happy to carry on that
To
way,
carry on this
to make
topic-
it
this
more
topic.
encouraged to other people out
Okay.
there.
Now, Sister Jose.
I've learned, a lot today. The word engine, knowledge, pillar, basis, and more are still coming.
Key.
So-
I forgot. Papa Freddy said sex is the key. I'm just boring people's words. Yeah.
I'm so
Serge said.
Moral and that's what I want to talk about now.
physical-
Moral and physical.
physical connection.
So I am so happy to hear that word, and I believe so much in what he said.
Yeah.
I will advise our women. I'm a mother. I've got daughters.
Yeah.
And I will tell them that, just like Serge said, that if you want to go into a relationship, first of all, commit yourself morally before you can go physical. And that moral one is what is called love.
Okay.
Then before you can go on physical, because if the physical one dies, then the moral one could hold things up. But if the moral one is not there and the physical one is there, and the physical one goes away, that's the end of the whole thing.
Thank you very much. Because we could stay here forever, but because of time, And let me just say this to our viewers. If you have a topic you think is helpful to the community, to the society, to the country, please bring it. Our number is right there. Text us the topic you want us to discuss about. We have beautiful people here. They will do a research. People will call to bring their contribution, so that way we can help we can help each other, empower each other, inspire each other. So for now, I would like to say today we've learned a lot.
Very much.
Sex is the key. Sex is a physical connection.
Yeah, not the spiritual.
Not the spiritual. Physical connection. Sex is the engine.
It's the key.
Sex is the key. Sex
salt.
is knowledge. Sex is salt.
Ingredient.
Thank you very much. Follow us on Baseway TV, on YouTube, Facebook, Baseway TV, and then great congratulations to our brother that they support us to do this show, like Coco Majafukuto and the Bata, Papa Bertin, and everybody who called today. Please, you are the pillar,
this show.
you are the engine of this show. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.